I'm a 20-year vet, and I visit the VA hospital quite often. And I had an appointment the other day, and we were running behind schedule. So my wife and I got on the elevator, and I had the bubble guts. It was bad, so I eked out one of my silent and deadly nerve agent. And I knew it was bad because my wife just started glaring at me and started stepping on my foot. And the lady behind me, she took it full face. And she said, "Jesus, I rebuke that demon." The man standing next to me was just blinking his eyes real fast, taking small sips of air. But I ain't say nothing. I just walked off the elevator and went to my appointment. And when I got done with my appointment, my doctor said, "Hey, you got to go downstairs and you got to give blood work, and sometimes they make us do urinalysis." So I did my blood work, did my urinalysis, and as I was walking out, I heard this voice say, "Psst, bruh man." So I'm looking, and typically when you hear that, somebody wants something. So I walked over and said, "Yeah, what can I do for you?" And he looked around like this. "Can you pee in my cup?" I said, "No, sir. Can't do that." He said, "You probably dirty too after what you did on that elevator." Yeah. I grew up in Flint, Michigan, and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And my aunts and uncles used to tell us that grandma was thrifty. She was real thrifty. I'm here to tell you my grandmama was cheap. Real cheap. She never bought toilet paper. Ever. Toilet paper was not allowed in her house. She bought wet wipes. And she had a sign posted in the bathroom. "If it's brown, flush it down. If it's light, reuse tonight." And she had a box in the bathroom. And if your wet wipe was light, you had to put it in the box. Now, what was real bad is if you had to use the bathroom, you couldn't get a new wet wipe. You had to use the used ones first. Yeah, it was bad. I told you she was cheap. Real cheap. And what was even worse than that, if you got in trouble, you had to wash the used wet wipes. Yeah, it was bad. She had a bowl in the living room. And in the bowl, she put sunflower seeds in the bowl. And I like sunflower seeds. So I came over and I scooped up a handful and I popped them in my mouth and I spit them out real quick. I said, "Grandma, the sunflower seeds, they're stale." She said, "No, baby. I just sucked the salt off of them about 5 minutes ago." I told you she was cheap. Told you. I've been married for 15 years to my lovely wife, Lisa, in the back. She's my rock. But most women, they talk to us with verbal and nonverbal skills. So when I come home, I know when my wife is happy because she got Lifetime on. Mood music is playing. It's like kumbaya. But when she's mad, Law and Order, First 48, and her favorite show, Killer Wives. And I know when she's real mad because she got maps all over the bed with secluded locations highlighted. "Marcus, would you like to rest here?" Yeah. And before I met my lovely wife, I dated, a little bit here and there. And I met this one young lady, and I took her to this restaurant called Ample Bottoms. You might not have heard of it, but yeah. And while we were sitting at the restaurant, the waitress came over and took our order. And the girl was looking at it, she kept staring at the menu, and she started sounding it out. I'm like, "Dang, you in your 20s and you sounding words out?" And she kept going, "Chai, chai, 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 kekin, chai kicking. I like an order of the chai kicking Alfredo bowl. I said, chai kicking Alfredo bowl? You mean chicken Alfredo? She got mad at me when I corrected her. C-H-I. What does that spell? I said, shy. She said, what a C-K-E-N spell? I said, kecking. See, I told you. Yeah. Now, before I came here, my granddaughter, she's the love of my life, and she asked me to tell a joke for her that she could take to school. But I need your participation to make it work. So I need everybody in here to say silk 5 times real fast. Silk, 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 silk. What do cows drink? Milk. No, they don't. Cows give milk. They drink water. Thank you. That's my time.